is marching on square very soon. They will form up. Once they do that, we shall be expecting the special guest and the reviewing officer, who is the founder of the NDC, former President, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. He will be our reviewing officer this morning. George. The parade is under the command of Emmanuel Labi. The 2IC is Ernestina Kuma. She is currently commanding the parade and will soon hand over to the parade commander, who will take his orders from the reviewing officer, and then we shall begin proceedings in earnest. Can we be upstanding, please? On parade Commander Emmanuel Labi.
C'est la toile perpétuelle flame. Non, les journées, 2020.
It's been 40 years since June 4th, 1979. 4 decades ago, had the charge, the anger in the atmosphere been ignited anywhere between 12 midnight and 2 a.m., the explosion of June 4th, the explosion that took place on that June 4th would have happened on the early night of the 15th of May. In the same manner, ladies and gentlemen, had those who climbed into the seat of power 3 months later, Liman's government, had they learned the lessons of June 4th, the uprising, the rage, what brought it about, 31st December 1981 would not have happened. It would have been avoided. But some of us just refuse to learn. The human spirit, the quest for freedom, the quest for justice, the quest for democracy. Right after the PNP government came into office, those in authority proceeded to devalue the essence of the uprising by luring AFRC members out of the country, forgetting that most of the genuine, unrewarded, and unrecognized leaders were still on the ground. Although the majority of soldiers, servicemen, and students were still craving for freedom and justice, the intention of the authorities was to intimidate, harass, arrest, and persecute some of them. The motive of those actions was to re-terrorize our people back into subordination and submissiveness. In short, to re-govern the people with a fear factor. Not patriotism, not love. Ladies and gentlemen, instead of the then government taking up the challenge to lead a nation that was pumped up and ready to continue to rectify the rot of the past, to defy any obstacle, and to solidify the unity and purposefulness of our nation, the reverse is what occurred. This heightened the fever for June 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, some governments and some people in positions of authority or power do not care to be respected, to be loved, to be liked, to be admired. They simply want to be feared. Fear cages healthy defiance and feeds corruption and authoritarianism. Fear for the sake of it, exploited and abused, degenerates into hatred if not held in check. Historically, humanity all over the world has faced revolts and revolutions, resulting in the public execution of the royal families of France and Russia, for instance. The British royal family survived because the shock of what happened in France taught them a lesson some of us still have difficulties learning, about the basic fundamentals of freedom, justice, and democracy in governance. Humanity has always been defined by its freedom and quality of justice. It is God-given. There are many constitutional clauses that do not serve our interest. Over the years, the indemnity clause has emboldened certain characters to abuse their offices and profit massively from them, or profit themselves. It is quite evident that a lot of our people are losing confidence in our constitutional mandate. The Constitution of the Fourth Republic was created by us, for us, and to serve us. And in light of the 25 years, there is an unqualified need to reform or rewrite our current Constitution. An urgent Constituent Assembly ought to be established with the necessary powers to rewrite this Constitution. Their job would involve reviewing all the constitutional clauses, especially the problematic ones, like the transitional provisions, the indemnity clause, amongst others. This will ensure that everyone is equal before the law, encouraging transparency, accountability, and responsible governance. The Constituent Assembly will hopefully embody the character of the Ghanaian people towards fashioning out a developmental agenda that is devoid of blind party allegiances and unscrupulous political promises. Our journey towards a developed nation rather ought to be an entrenched provision.